It's going to be the hottest day of the year, if not the decade or even the century, the way things are shaping today. But it's perhaps a good day to show you this, which is a scorcher of an Alvis. This is Speed 20 SA 1932 four-seater tourer by VandenPlas, and in fact it's the third Speed 20 ever produced, and it's the first open-top model that VandenPlas made. So it's an historic car. It's the first VandenPlas open tourer. As you can see, the car is in highly original condition. It's an original body, so it hasn't been replaced. Very rare, like hen's teeth. Normally I can take any of our cars that we have and show you one or two defects on the bodywork, and it would probably take a couple of minutes or maybe 5 minutes on the worst ones. This car, I wouldn't know where to start. It would take me all day. It's got the marks of its life on it, but it's an original flat rad Speed 20 VandenPlas tourer, and it is the very first made. The car was supplied to Charles Follett's in London dealership, who Charles Follett was very keen on the Speed 20 and did a deal immediately and bought 100 chassis, which gave them a boost, and he did a very hard deal with VandenPlas, forcing the prices down. And this car was delivered to him on the 22nd of December 1931, probably used as a demonstrator, and then sold on the 29th of April 1932 to a Mr. S.R.F.R. Holmes, ironically of Baker Street, London, who entered it in the 1933 RAC Rally. The car changed ownership in 1947, and in fact it changed hands quite frequently over the next 5 years, pretty well on an annual basis. And judging by the addresses involved, it was probably passed between pilots and people connected with aviation, because we've got sort of an airport and an RAC base and so on the list. And in the very early 50s it was purchased by Roger Johnson and remained in his family for 65 years before passing to its present owner. This is a well-known car. It appears in the book Alvis Speed Models in Detail by Nick Walker, page 27, photographed, and it's also documented in the VandenPlas Coach Builder book by Brian Smith on page 124. Matching numbers car, unrestored body, shows all its life marks, and hopefully will remain like this in its original condition. It's a lovely car for rallies, club meetings and trips to the local pub, if you can find one. And it isn't cheap, but you won't find another car like this one. It's only changed hands once in the last 70 years, so take the opportunity now to purchase this piece of Alvis and motoring history. I'll just show you the mechanicals on this car. The engine is the typical Alvis 6-cylinder inline, 2.5 litre, served by, as you can see, the 3 SU carburetors. Produces about 87 brake horsepower and probably something similar miles per hour. It's an early, well in fact it's the earliest one, so it is an early one. It's a non-synchro gearbox, which obviously take a little bit of learning, and people, you know, the Alvis enthusiasts generally feel that this is perhaps the model to have, and it's an absolute treat. It's the purest one, and of course this is the very first, as I've already mentioned.